I've chosen to do this message today because I'm recording it on New Year's Eve, and as we know, the new year kicking in can prompt a lot of people to make commitments to change, new habits, new behaviours, and sometimes they don't last very long and it becomes a bit of a joke, and the people around us who are also feeling nervous about how long they're going to stick to things, they tend to start to joke as well. And we can't change society and culture, so that's going to be an ongoing thing. So we know that's coming, so we should be prepared for that. But what we can also do, and this is based on a decent amount of experience, my first personal training client was in 1997. Yeah, 1997. So I was young, didn't really know what I was doing, but I worked out that if you can make something enjoyable and make people feel like they belonged, then yeah, that was good enough back then. And as I went along, I learned a lot more about the technical side of the industry. I learned about special populations. I learned about all sorts of different things. But more importantly, I learned about the mind. And I became really interested about the mind probably about 15 years ago, and then made that my main focus. And now I don't personal train anyone anymore, but I help different people in different backgrounds overcome different challenges and celebrate different wins. And I get the advantage of learning from all of these different peoples and the successes and the challenges they have, and I get to share it with you lot. And sometimes it's the most simple things that stick, which is why I say simplicity sticks all the time. So what I want to share with you is, if you are making a behaviour change, whether that's New Year or any other time in the future, do one thing first. Do what you say you are going to do. Now that sounds really simple, probably a little bit patronising. And I've certainly been guilty of not doing that in the past. I try and measure myself on how often I can do that now. And the only time that I don't manage it is if I've overcommitted to something that I haven't thought through. So the context needed for that, do what you say you're going to do, is that you need to say less. Now, I personally have yet to see anyone have long-term sustainable success by plastering their goals and their commitments all over social media. And I work with a lot of different people of all ages, and it always has more negative connotations than it does positive, right? Now you might disagree, but you may put up multiple different things. So before one goes sour, you put a new one up. And that's the way a lot of people cover their tracks. But the reality is, making a commitment on social media is very rarely going to get the amount of engagement, ongoing engagement, that helps you stay motivated. It might be a high engagement initially when you make an announcement, and then it drops off because everyone else has got their own lives going on, and some of them got their own commitments going on. So it's a really crap way to measure how much people care about what you're doing. Talk to people instead, and talk to yourself. So when you're saying something out loud, whether it's to a friend, family member, colleague, boss, stranger, whoever it is, message me if you want, make a commitment. Whatever it is you do, think about it first. You don't have to have a solid plan, but you have to have some thought go into it before you make the commitment. Say less, and the things that you do say out loud that you're going to commit to, make sure you put every effort in to get there. And if you're finding it tough on your own, seek support to get the job done. Tick that one off, then move on to the next one. Do what you say you're going to do, and you'll have an amazing year ahead. Take it easy. Happy New Year. Simplicity sticks.